Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by Your Excellency, the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, the Deputy Speaker, the Speaker, ably represented by the Deputy Speaker. He is also coming on his own, but he's representing the Speaker because the Speaker, I think, is in London. I will shorten this because of time. The host Governor of Lagos, ably represented by the Deputy Governor of Lagos, Excellency Chairman of Governors Forum, and all the governors that are here present with us, the Chairman of the party, APC, His Excellency Governor Ganduje, the Honorable Minister who is hosting us today, Honorable Minister of Works, His Excellency Deb Umahi, Honorable members of the National Assembly that are here with us, Honorable Ministers that are here with us, the management board of Dangote Group and also of Hitech that are here with us, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to stand on the existing protocol. I'm greatly honored and privileged to welcome you all to this auspicious ceremony for the commissioning of this very strategic national infrastructure. This infrastructure we started sometime, I think, beginning late December 2018, but then there were a couple of delays, of which we were given only Section 1 and Section 3, which is up to the toll gate. And then it was later the government realized that the Section 2 that was built, by asphalt had actually totally collapsed. So when we were about finishing this one, then we were given the Section 2 to include in what we are doing. So that is why it took a very long time. Because some people kept on asking me, but I thought this road was commissioned. No, it was never ever commissioned. Actually, it was never ever been visited by any government official apart from the former Minister of Finance and Minister of Finance, Hajia Zainab Ahmed. She was the one that came on a visit, just because there was so much of noise about the aspect of the road, whether yes, it's good to do concrete road or not good to do concrete road. And we gave an example of the road that was built in Ghana, that is between Accra and Tema. That road was built by Nkrumah, and the road is still there. And this same road, when the Honorable Minister visited, her special advisor said that no, we have to go and reduce the structure, the design of the road, because it's too much. An aircraft can actually land on the road, and that's the truth. So really, this occasion marks a significant step in the journey towards transforming Nigeria's infrastructure landscape. As we reflect on the progress of Apapa Isolo Oron-Shoki Road, we are excited at the significant impact that the road project has actually and will continue to have on the Nigerian industrial ecosystem. The Apapa Oron-Shoki Road is a critical artery that connects various markets to the Nigerian ports and other key economic centers. It is also a major exit route for export and non-oil goods from Nigeria. As you are aware, I don't know, people that used to live in Abuja, 70% of them actually checked out of Apapa. All the people that were living before in Apapa, because it used to take us 2 weeks to get into the port. I know His Excellency the Deputy Governor talked about several hours. That is on this Isolo Road. But if you go and check, majority of us actually lost almost our capital in trying to do our businesses. Unfortunately, like a company like ours, we had most of our operations then in the port. And that one now, it was taking us 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks, we calculated it that in 18 months or so, we lost over 60 billion naira in demurrage alone. So that's the reason why we pleaded with the government to come with a very creative decision for us to now go and do something. But as many of us will recall, for several years before the construction, because it's not really, I mean, it's reconstruction of the road. It's not refurbishment, it's reconstruction of the road. Commenced, I think we launched it in 2018, but there was a lot of delay, like what I just mentioned earlier on. So the Apapa Isolo Orange Shoki Road was in an extreme poor and suboptimal state with several failed and collapsed sections and literally death traps. This severely hampered the evacuation of goods and restricted access to markets, paralyzing the shipping and manufacturing industries and disrupting supply chain across the entire economic landscape. The implication was that companies suffered increased logistics costs, which was ultimately passed on to the Nigerian consumer. But I think on our own, what we lost, we couldn't pass all of it to the consumer. We did, of course, some. For the average Nigerian, it also meant significant time lost commuting due to endless hours of traffic of up to 2 weeks to get into the port, and also to move around Apapa takes hours, which had a negative impact on the gross productivity and quality of life. This project is a great example of a positive impact that can be achieved when the public collaborates with the private sector, utilizing the visionary framework of the Executive Order 007, Road Infrastructure Development and Refurbishment Investment Tax Credit Scheme. The Dangote Group, as a participant, has been able to mobilize capital for the complete reconstruction of the entire 37 kilometers length of Apapa Orange Shoki Road and its expansion to 10 lanes. If you notice that we have 2 service lanes, 3 main lanes, then a divider, and almost 4 drainages on the road. So that actually makes this road a great road. And I'm sure when the Senate President will go and take off the flag on behalf of His Excellency the President, I would like you to look down, Your Excellency, and see the quality of what you have on the ground. So it will eliminate a lot of, because there's a lot of noise on this tax credit, concrete road, so I think it's better that we look at it, and time will tell. In the next 20 years, you'll come back by the grace of God and see that this road is still intact. So this innovative public-private partnership framework has enabled government to provide a vital infrastructure service without going through several budget cycles involving invariable delays in projects delivery and inevitable cost escalations. The scheme also permits recouping of project costs at a modest return on investment by participating private partners, thus enabling government to deploy its resources to other uses while providing investment opportunities for the business partners. The Apapa Orange Shoki Road will be a catalyst for economic development, creating employment opportunities during and after construction. It has also permitted accumulation of experience in building concrete roads across Nigeria. Indeed, given huge cost savings achieved in this project vis-a-vis Nigerian road terrain, it is recommended that the Federal Ministry of Works give serious consideration to stipulating replacement of Nigeria's asphalt roads network with easier to build and maintain concrete roads with 100% local inputs. The road infrastructure projects are good for the economy. Roads provide access to local communities across the country, leading to increased trade, both domestic and international, allowing for the efficient operations of manufacturing, retail, labor, and housing markets, with multiplier effects across other chains, including services and urban renewal. Concrete roads are by their very nature built to last and eliminate challenges of conventional asphalt roads projects. If you remember, 100% of asphalt that we use in Nigeria is being imported. It's not a local something. So anytime when there's escalation of exchange rate, contractors will come back for escalation, which is normal. So the road also adds an aesthetic appeal to the area, creating a more conducive environment for business activities. The Dangote Group consider it a great privilege to have the opportunity to partner with the federal government of Nigeria under your leadership, Mr. President, in these transformative efforts, reaffirming our commitment to national development and prosperity. While we appreciate the opportunity to participate in this project, we recognize the need to improve the framework to allow its applications to the development of other infrastructure projects on a viable and sustainable basis. It is imperative that the scheme should be revisited to make it a more viable for the private participants. And that's why when you look at it, really, I think apart from us, Dangote, NNPC, Edel Energy, I don't think if there's any private company that has started yet. There are a couple of companies that have actually signed, but when they go in, they will realize what is in it. As it now stands, the recovery of investment and the profitability of the projects are severely constrained by the current arrangement. In this case, I want to make it, I want to really people to know that we have so far been able to recover only 40% of what we have put in, 40% of the cost. That's what we have recovered so far from the tax scheme. 60% will take us up to 2027 before we recovered our money. So really, in essence, when you look at it, it is a CSR. Because when you look at the cost of funds, especially today, there is no way you will do and make money. But yes, even if we don't do the road, we'll end up paying demurrage, especially this road, we'll end up paying demurrage, which is more than the cost of the road. So we are so thankful to the government for allowing us to build the road. In conclusion, I wish to express our sincere appreciation to the federal government of Nigeria for creating this opportunity for a practical public-private partnership involvement in the provision of infrastructural services. We are particularly grateful to His Excellency, Mr. President, for the courageous and bold steps taken to confront head-on the seemingly intractable challenges that have actually impeded the growth of our economy. Definitely, any economy that does not have infrastructure, the growth of that economy will be very, very slow. So we thank Mr. President for focusing on infrastructure, especially roads. We commend your determined effort to create a business environment that will enable and encourage the private sector to effectively play its role as the engine of growth. We assure Your Excellency of our fullest support and commitment in the journey towards $1 trillion economy. We will definitely do our own, and we assure you, Mr. President, we will get there if we are given the opportunity. All the businesses will definitely contribute to make sure that Nigeria gets to that $1 trillion mark. It is possible. When myself, I think during President Obasanjo, we went to Vietnam. Actually, the hotel in Vietnam was I couldn't sleep. It was full of mosquitoes. But yesterday, I was discussing with the president of ADB Bank, and he told me that yes, the government of Vietnam announced that their export of last year was actually $208 billion, of which majority of it was food. And I think that's the kind of focus that we should give as a country. I must also extend our deep appreciation to His Excellency the Governor of Lagos and the good people of Lagos State for their patience and forbearance during the construction period. Your Excellency, Deputy Governor, please convey our thanks to His Excellency. I wish to also thank the Honorable Minister of Works and the management and staff of the Federal Ministry of Works for their courteous cooperation. I know that the best time to get the minister and his team is on Saturday or Sunday going on inspection. So I don't really look for him in his office. I go and try and check him on the road on weekends to see whether he's there. So I must also thank the chairman and the vice chairman of HITECH, Mr. Gilbert Shoguri and Roland Shoguri, for the excellent construction which has actually made this road the best road infrastructure in Africa. In closing, I want to thank the board and management and staff of Dangote Industries Limited, especially Mr. DVG Edwin, Mr. Alake, Engineer Awalu, and the rest of our staff. I want to thank you all for honoring us to come down to look for yourselves the road. I'm not really bothered about even the commission, but I want all the dignitaries to look down and see the quality of road that we have here. Thank you very much.